What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy, and today we have a success story. It has been fun trying to figure out this motovlogging setup. Alright, guys. So, yep, vent is closed. Gonna do my best to, not, scream and shout on this ride. I've heard these, mics are kinda, sensitive. The Purple Panda. So, I am just happy that it's working. So I've been trying to get this mic set up for a week. I started off with a giant squid and numerous tests. Could not get any microphone audio. It was there was no mic. It was acting as if there was no mic plugged in. So I sent it back. And I ordered the Purple Panda mic. And I get it today, and I'm like, okay, let's test this puppy out. Plug in my little adapter, the USB 3C, 3.5 millimeter, whatever. And it's not working. It still does not recognize there's a mic. Which, by the way, now I know how to find that out if there is a mic. When you plug it into the DJI and you're in the Pro settings, there's a mic option. You can click that, and if your mic is connected, it will show a gain option. Thank you to I'm K Motovlogger for showing that, because nobody freaking else shows that on YouTube. So I didn't even know, is this thing connected? Is it working? I have no clue. Anyways, let me go on the highway here. There we go. I don't like that. This thing goes dim on me. I need you to stay on screen so I know you're recording. Okay, let's make sure. Are you actually recording? Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Anybody want to mention in the comments how to fix the screen to stay on and not dim? I have it so that it's only on one screen now, which is the front. But yeah, I need it to stay on so I can see it. I mean, if I tap it, it'll turn on. So anyways, back to my story here. So I'm like, watch this adapter. So I go on Amazon where I bought it. I read the 3 reviews it has, which should have said something right there. I didn't really look at any of that because MK had it in his links, and I'm like, okay, works for him. And so I go on there and they're like, there was a 1-star review, and it was like, yeah, it doesn't work with the DJI Osmo Action 4. And I'm like, son of a gun. Had I seen that one comment, I would have never ordered it. Especially just the lack of reviews it had. So I'm like, all right, you're going back. And I was like, you know what? Instead of trying to order another stupid adapter, I'm just going to go to Walmart. So I'll go to Walmart. Sure enough, they got the Apple USB 3C to headphone jack, 3.5. I was like, let me try this. So I get in the car, and it just plugs in place and works immediately. And I'm like, I knew it. Well, of course I didn't know it because it took me, all these tests to figure out it was the stupid adapter. So FYI, do not buy, I think it was called Boya, B-O-Y-A. Do not buy that adapter if you've got an Osmo Action 4. It does not work. We're in business, y'all, with the Purple Panda mic. I'm really hoping the audio levels are halfway decent, because I really didn't test it too much when I was, when I hooked it up, because I was, basically just gonna jump on the bike and go for a ride, you know? Alright, double check it, because we're on the good road now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so, it is a gorgeous day. We're at 75 degrees. No humidity. Beautiful. Got bikes out here. We got, there's this big event this weekend. Actually, I think it starts today. It's on Thursday. Ozark Rides and Rally, I think it's called. I live near the Lake of the Ozarks. And yeah, last year I didn't know what was going on. Just one time I was happened to be riding up that area, and I was like, man, there's like a ton of bikes out here. Like, coming from Florida, you know, there's a lot of motorcycles in Florida, right? And we have Bike Week in March, and we had Biketoberfest in October, and those are big events down there at Daytona Beach. Here, people come like super far away. Like, I've seen license plates from like Minnesota and like just like all over the country. It was kind of crazy. I just was like, oh, you know, I get why people would travel down to Florida, and most people would trailer their bikes, but yeah. So I mean, the roads are just so good here. Like, it's ridiculous. I feel really blessed, because I wanted to move out of Florida in order to have a cheaper cost of living, have a bigger property. Look at these. Oh, there's a little pony. Yeah, so those were my motivations. And then we wanted a certain kind of home, and we wanted a lot of land, and it just wasn't available in Florida. So I was like, okay, you know, we're gonna move. I don't know where, but we're gonna move out of state. And Missouri just checked like all the boxes. It's in terms of like what we wanted, you know, house and property wise, and cost of living. And then I get out here, because really, you know, the bike stuff was like in the back of my mind. Like, I was like, of course I'm taking one of my bikes. I had a 22 Suzuki Hayabusa at the time, as well as this bike and my dirt bike. So I kept my dirt bike and I kept this bike, and I sold my Busa because we couldn't trailer everything. And you know, I get out here and I'm like, okay, you know, we'll make do with what we got, right? And I come to find out, like, the roads are freaking amazing here. Curves and scenic. We got like these cliffs, you know. It's just stunning. Inspiration for this motovlog. So for the longest time, I used to watch motovlogs before, like, I guess, yeah, like right before I got my first bike, and then ever since, really, you know, and especially when I wanted to, like, see other bikes that I might be interested in, I would kind of go find people that had that bike and did a motovlog, so I could kind of see, like, how it shifted and how they rode it, if they did a review on it and stuff like that. So in the beginning, although I didn't want a CBR 600 double R like Cycle Cruiser, I really enjoyed his motovlogs. And then so I started watching him. All right, so we in this little teeny town. Give it a rip. Man, I couldn't have picked a better day. I was kind of watching the weather, like, okay, you know, we had bad weather yesterday, storms and stuff, and I was like, that's fine. I was still waiting on the mic. And I know around here, it's like, if you get a big storm, a lot of times you get like, after that's over, you get this nice cool breeze the next day, and it's sunny and it's clear. You know, like Florida is totally different. It's so humid, of course, that it's like one storm breeds another storm. Changed the view on this camera, so we're on ultra wide now, which I thought would give a little bit better picture. I'm sure it will, because I have never in my life seen a bridge like this that has literally no guardrails, no sides. Like, you could just walk off. Look at this. I mean, this is crazy. Let this car go around me. Crazy. Yeah, the other day this was like super gushing. The water was all the way up to like that middle crack on that barrier. Like, I kid you not. That's why it would have been cool to capture that one.